appreciate in games, and so it's something that I aim to do for this game. But let's do the hero. Hero power increasage first. Actually, no. I guess that's all related. Maybe so. Yeah. So maybe those will be the next things that I do, because I mean, a lot of the GUI system now is going to be gated on figuring out exactly what I want to do with the GUI system. Yeah, so they'll follow the hero around. They'll continue to do that just like they have been doing, but they won't be so single-minded about it. They'll continue to they'll like it's I don't know. It's weird to me in games where like you have an archer character, and like I understand that like maybe the archer's aim is going to be not as good if they're trying to move while running. Okay, not even an archer, because like an archer, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense that they wouldn't be able to shoot as good while running, but like, is there really that much to stop a person from, like, running or even, like, walking or just moving in general while, like, it seems like in some strategy games that's not especially the case. And actually, I probably shouldn't speak in such generalities because I'm actually just complaining about League of Legends. It annoys me that in League of Legends you can't attack while moving. That's literally the game I'm thinking of. That I played for a while and, like, I was just like, ugh, that's, like, not something I like about this game. And so it's important for me that this game, which has like a, you also like. I mean, I'm calling this kind of like a single player MOBA in some regards. Yeah. You can run at full speed and still be attacking. I mean, if I wanted to go crazy with it, I could make it so that he continues to attack even while dashing. I think that might be superfluous though. But yeah, I don't know. If you have the option to make things cool or not, why not? So for the hero case, that is this thing here where we're not doing much. So for this case, we'll want a similar sort of switch. We will want a switch that instead of changing hero powers as such, we will want it to. Oh, I wonder if those are on the same scale. Probably not. I'll probably want different. Like for power strength, power speed, etc., etc. The last item in the array is the modifier. So like the first three represent the three powers, and then the fourth one represents how much that value is expected to change each time a modifier is used on it. But I think I need to come up with new values for the hero's inherent capabilities, and I'll need to add some in because maybe not. Maybe just yeah. I think actually the hero's powers or the hero's attribute values exist already. I guess I could double check, although they might not all be exposed. Impact is the equivalent of strength. I could probably unify that terminology. Hit cooldown is the same thing as speed, or it's analogous to speed. What else? Range. I think we have, range we have. And multiplicity is not actually an attribute, it's a state of having allies. Alright, so yeah, we just need to change what those things mean. Like, we're not going to add 2 to range for the hero. We're going to add like probably 1 maybe, because we do want it to be a noticeable increase, especially because we want, like, for adding range to the hero, like it's probably going to be one of the ones that is like least obvious what is happening, really, because like essentially like everyone starts with melee attacks, and by adding range to your hero, you're basically turning them into like a ranged attacker. So uh, yeah, the first click will make it so that like what start off as like a a single target melee attacker quickly, not not too quickly as to be imbalanced, but like noticeably fast, becomes like a mid-range attacker with like a slight AoE to their attack. So uh, probably around somewhere around one. Impact, yeah, impact is calculated very differently than power. So this is probably only going to go up by like zero point 0.1 maybe. And then hit cooldown. Hit cooldown might work the same. Hit cooldown is not additive. It's multiplicative. So like each time you add speed to something, it's well, I haven't implemented cooldowns. I could implement cooldowns too. Every time you add a speed modifier to something, its cooldown gets multiplied by 0.9 ish, I think, somewhere around there. So yeah, let's start plugging those in. And yeah, I think I'm gonna clean up some of the language. Also, it's like impact. Where's impact? Here's impact. So let's rename this mobs strength, or mobs str. And let's refactor hit cooldown to be what is it? Mobs hit cooldown, I guess. And so right, so now we need mobs. Where is that? Oh yeah, right here. So now let's add in public. Actually, I'm gonna put them. Yeah, I should keep them next to where they are. That way, as I'm tuning it, I can watch the values and make sure they look all right. Public. So public. Float. Hero. Speed. Scale. Equals 0.9 f. Mob strength. Public. Float. Hero. Stir. Increment equals what is it? 0.1 f probably for starters. See how that works. And then range. I mean, all of these are really like qualities of mobs, which when I only really had mobs, when mobs were the only thing in the game, I didn't have any real inclination to prefix these about mobs, but it is a little more important now. Alright, so now all of those, and also now public float hero range inc equals, I think I said 1-ish for starters. Oh yeah, and so now I can take out the the thing that just like spawns little dudes. Like you notice like allies flood the board, and that's just because they're queued up to do so. There's like a fixed increment at which they scale or spawn. So let's stop that. However, since allies no longer come from there, we need them to come from... Oh yeah, this is silly. This is where allies spawn. And I'm gonna reserve a space for allies. I think like the first 10 mobs will be reserved for allies. So when spawning mobs, which is also going to change eventually, but when spawning mobs, we usually just start at 0 and start looking upwards, but let's instead start at 10. And then 0 is the hero. Actually, let's start at 11. Because 0 is the hero. And then, so now we'll have slots 1 through 10 reserved for allies, and then if we need to make more allies than 10, that will not be the usual case, because I think, I don't know if this will actually pan out, but I've been saying, like, I don't want, like, more than 10 of any given modifier to spawn, really, because, like, you know, eventually these things are just going to get out of control, and it'll be really difficult to balance, or it could become nearly impossible to balance. So I feel like 10-ish. So like, yeah. Then, I mean, if 10 is the hard maximum, then it's impossible for anyone to get more than 10 allies. But if it's a soft maximum, like if there stands a possibility of that happening, then I think the recourse there is that just a random mob from the map will get deleted and replaced with an ally instead. So, yeah. I guess now I can just say, well, I guess what I'm doing here is going to be very similar to what I had been doing before. So, let's borrow, actually I guess I don't need all of it, just this is the relevant portion. Oh wait, but before, well, I'll drop this here, and then yeah, the other thing I need to remember is to change these. But you know, I'll remember how to do that, or I hope I'll remember how to do that. If I forget how to do that, I'll be really sad, because that's just basic addition and multiplication. Spawn ally. So for int I equals 0. I mean, I guess it can start at 1 because I know the hero is always 0. I less than max mobs. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna move this out. I'm gonna say int a I dx, I guess, equals -1. So then if mobs equal null, then a I dx equals I, and then break. And then if a I dx is greater than or equal to 0, or 1, I guess, uh, then we can spawn our ally. AIDX. AIDX. AIDX, yeah. Okay. So instead of appearing at a random position at the center of the map, let's make it appear near the ally. So it'll be transform dot position plus transform dot position plus. So it'll appear near the ally. Oh wait, point. Oh, random value minus 3. No, random value minus 1.5. Random value times 3 minus 1.5. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a good time with the missus, and yeah, I'm gonna be out in the woods all weekend, running around, communing with nature. I will see if I can make a game out of pine cones and squirrels, and then I'll see you on Monday, hopefully, or hopefully, whenever you get a chance to tune in. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you for watching, and thank you for hanging out, and yeah, have a good time. Explosion force! I don't want allies to spawn like literally right on top of the hero, so I'm actually going to say what? I'm going to say what? I'm going to say I guess I could just choose. I need to learn how to set an offset relative to the character's rotation value. Oh wait, I know. Do I? Do I know? No. Do I? No. Do I? Wait. A vector. No. I mean, I guess I kind of do, like, mathematically. I just don't feel like doing hard math. I feel like there should be a simple way to do it. And I just don't know what that is. Or, I haven't looked up what that is yet. So instead, I'll just, I will say, yeah, let's just not spawn literally on top of the hero, but, near the hero. Near enough to the hero. Whatever. We can spawn on top of the hero. We'll just be really good friends. Like, besties. Actually, maybe we'll, like, always just, like, spawn, like, right on top of the hero. Just, like, pop right out of the hero. I mean, actually, I guess one easy way to accomplish that would just be to parent them. No, that doesn't work. I could parent the mobs to the hero, and then set their position, and then unparent. But that seems superfluous. Does it? Huh. Actually, I mean, it accomplishes. And I'm parenting it that anyways, so it's just one extra parentage. Alright, let's see how that goes. Did my stream cut out? I'm watching it on another monitor, and like I have the stream like hypothetically playing on my other computer, but it just says loading video now. Well, I might just be talking to the darkness at this point, but hi darkness. What do you think about parenting and unparenting in order to use the local transform values? Do you think it's a great idea, darkness? Darkness, you're my best friend. So basically this statement twice, except in between. Transform. So then position. Oh, I'm back online. I'm still online. I see my face through the internet. My face is going to the internet. It's coming back, and here it is for me to see. Oh, but it's buffering a lot. I hope that's just my connection. I hope that's just my download speed. Yeah. I mean, I really all I want to do is take a vector and rotate it according to the. Oh, fine. I'll just look up. I guess I'll just look up how to rotate a vector. I mean, gosh. Alright. It'd actually be really helpful. There are a lot of situations in which I would use this. Script C. Well, see, the thing is, like, hierarchically, like this view gets really crumpy if you just instantiate a bunch of objects. So I always parent them to. Well, so I'm not trying to rotate the object. I'm trying to set the object to a specific offset vector, but I want that offset vector rotated relative to the hero. Like I always want the little dude friends to appear behind the hero, but he's going to be turning in all different directions. So that offset vector is going to be different depending on which direction he's changing. And I haven't looked up how to rotate a vector because vectors don't have transforms. But I'm doing it now. Maybe. I already had a window open. Unity, C#, rotate, vector. This is not going to come up with transform direction. That sounds cool. Is that just like a vector pointing forwards out of a transform? Ooh. Oh wait, what? Whoa. Wait. Transform.forward? That sounds cool. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes I convince myself that looking it up is going to take forever. Oh, wait, hold on. Transform.forward. Wait, what was the one you said? Transform direction. Which can you do with lowercase transform? Let's find out. So lowercase transform. Alright, stop. We'll stop that silliness. And I guess we can stop the silliness too. So, okay, oh wow, okay, yeah, okay. Transform dot forward. Holy crap! Wow, that's magical. I already knew about transform dot forward. The thing is, I knew about capital T transform dot forward, and it never occurred to me that lowercase t transform would also have dot forward. So that's cool. Oh, except I want it to be negative. Let's do -1 times -1f times transform dot forward. Yeah. Good times. The one thing that I sometimes want that it doesn't have is transform dot origin, but maybe it does have it and I just don't know what it is. I think I'm just saying I'm just gonna start listing things that I've never bothered to look up before because I don't know. You seem to know everything. Oh, dot root sounds cool. I bet that's totally it, right? Yeah. I don't know, like when you instantiate an object, you can't not specify its position, but a lot of times I really don't care about its position. And so someday the entire world will be in Unity. No, that sounds like a cool place to spend one's life. That is becoming more and more my case as well. How long have you been working with Unity? Oh, is that it? It seems legit. So let's see if that works. Oh yeah, we don't have an else. So right now, so I'm not actually going to add in the thing about sacrificing a green mob. I'm just going to make a note to myself. Wow. That's, so it checks out, you think? Unity's the real deal? It's not just a fad? Not just a passing craze? Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think if I had spent more time, like when I'm working full time, I tend to literally work full time. But like if I had had time that I put towards like independent development, I probably would have gotten into Unity sooner. The first Monday I had free, I made a game, start to finish. Well, not literally finish, but so yeah, I don't know that we're actually ever going to have more than 10 allies, so maybe this print will never occur, and the world will live happily. It would be pretty lame, though, if, what? Uh-oh. Wow, you're not enthusiastic about what just happened. What? Not a number? You're not a number. mob clone? How did mob clone get messed up? I don't understand what's happening. What are you even... What are you even on about? I just don't. Dashing? No. No one's dashing. Oh, if dashing, else. What? What? Who? What? I will of course assume that it is the thing that I just did. And I will take out the thing that I just did. And see if that makes everything better. Oh. Are you just mad that... You're mad about that other thing. You're mad about the fact that I changed it so that mobs only spawn starting at 11. Why are you mad about that? No? What are you even? I didn't change anything else. Yeah, and like, I mean, I guess it'd be like super sympathetic right now if I changed anything regarding mobs translations, but I didn't. So I commented this out. Is that what you're freaking out about? There's no reason that this should freak you out. I'm gonna undo all of the changes that I did, and it's still gonna be happening. I get that I make mistakes. And like, when it's reasonable that maybe I've made a mistake, then like, I mean, so clearly something's changed that the computer doesn't like. The computer's being not at all helpful about what that is, because this is completely irrelevant to everything that I've been working on. And so, clearly whatever has changed is has affected the computer so deeply, it was not even able to, like, in any reasonable manner, process its feelings on this topic. I was working in this block here. This is on GUI for one thing, and for another thing, it has literally nothing to do with mob translation. So maybe I should just delete this entire project, start over. I'm pretty sure I haven't introduced any division in a while. A long while. So, Care to freak out in a slightly more verbose manner this time? Yeah. You're just being arbitrarily ridiculous. I kind of feel like just deleting everything that I've done today. Because, I mean, what really did I accomplish? Other than, like, a lot of stuff, actually. Was all this stuff commented out? Oh, right, because I wasn't sure about the change. Well, I'm just changing stuff arbitrarily. Might as well change this arbitrarily. So yeah, previously I'd been spawning mobs starting at 0. Well, the hero is always mob 0. And I changed it so that to accommodate the allies, like the mobs would start spawning at 11 instead. But then I changed it back, and that did not help. Yeah, they spawn from 0 now, like they used to. So, I mean, I guess I can get rid of this stuff anyways. Save that. I'm going to close you, Unity, because you're having an off moment. There is no mob clone. There are 0 mob clones. Do you realize how ridiculous you are right now? There are 0 mob clones. So, yeah. This... I was planning on streaming for a while today. But, I seem to have run out of things to do, since this is the end of time. So I guess I'll just tidy things up for a little while. Doop-a-doop. Deleting stuff that's commented out. For no particular reason. So... so this is obviously fine. Save. So let's say negative 2f. So yeah, let's just comment out that stupid thing that is being a jerk. You know, the thing that makes everything move in the entire game. Yay, shut your face. And now you're running at like 0 frames per second. Not at all ridiculous. Not at all stupid or ridiculous. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So... Oh, I know something interesting. That we did in the recent history. I won't say it out loud, but if any of our viewers at home can recall what we did in the recent past that did introduce 0 values, I'm going to tidy those up. I should have written these down. Wow, this is literally even one of those things that I like just idly like spoke out loud about earlier in the stream, and then I made it change later in the stream without even thinking of that thing that I clearly knew because I had been talking about it not long ago. Yeah, I feel validated because literally everything I said was true. We changed nothing in code or anywhere in that area that could possibly have had any such effect. Yay! Ugh. I don't remember what these things were. I don't remember what any of these things were. Ugh. I guess I could... Oh. Yeah, I know what I'll do. I'm just gonna sync on my other computer, sync to yesterday's change list, and then I'm going to just read the values off of that machine because I don't feel like remembering what the values were. Update, you weird machine. Go. Activate faster. Thank you for the troubleshooting advice, by the way. My approach, sync failed. Sync you failed. That didn't make sense, but I don't care about uncommitted changes. No one cares about uncommitted changes. I mean, that's flagrantly untrue, but I do not have uncommitted changes. That's slander. Um, yeah. Yeah, I guess when you work with systems that are sufficiently complex, like, yeah, it takes, I don't know. Maybe I was handling the mobs processing too cleanly because we literally got to the entire end of the processing before anything unusual happened. I'm not like I know now what I need to do, but I still don't even understand why I need to do it, to be honest. Um, it doesn't totally make sense to me, but we won't worry about that. We'll just appease the machine. So on my other computer right now, I'm opening the same project. Doodle doop, doop doodle doop. My old computer is a little older, or my other computer is a little older, so it doesn't move as fast. So here we go. So mobs hit cooldown. What is that supposed to be? Mobs hit cooldown is 0.35, 0.73. Although, whatever. 0.35, 0.73. Although 3 doesn't really actually matter. Yeah, so if you haven't guessed it yet, we cleaned up our naming conventions on public variables. Yep. And that is what you get for cleaning up your naming conventions on public variables. 0.2, 0.10. 3, 2, 1. Mobs range. It'd be nice if there was like a lesson here. But the lesson is just like have bad naming conventions. Embrace your bad naming conventions, I guess is the lesson. If you're working in Unity, embrace bad naming conventions. That is, I'm actually unfortunately fairly certain of that lesson at this time. If someone finds a better way. Oh no, you know what's probably a better way? You can probably buy a better way in the asset store. 1.75, 1.5, 1.5. I feel like I haven't been on my game this week. And maybe the reality of the fact is that I'm not typically on my game, but now that's public information. Either way, it's a funny feeling. So we're back. No, I need is like a technical difficulties assistant. No, I need someone who can be interesting when when this gets completely uninteresting. Because this can get completely uninteresting. Or else... No, my heart of hearts is telling me right now that this is completely uninteresting. What just happened over the past 20 minutes? Well, come on. Oh, is it because you're printing that many times? Yeah. Printing? What, you don't like printing 300 times every frame? Gosh. Yay! We're alive! We are alive with the beauty of the world and all its populous inhabitants. Alright, so... Oh yeah, let's test out multiplicity. Oh, actually no. Now that all is right in the world, let's re-implement multiplicity. Whereas I think we had commented it out. No, we left it in. But we undid some of the value changes that, yeah. Yeah. So, alright. So yeah, spawning mobs starts at 11. We're turning it up to 11. Alright, so now let's see if we can multiply stuff. Mult. Boom! Well, that was a weird place to show up. O dash. Strength. Range. Strength. Range. Mult. Huh. Well, that's weird. The, yeah, the allies are appearing in a kind of an odd location. At least not the location that I thought I had asked of them to appear. So, let's try putting them at hero.transform.forward times -2. Mult. No, it's still a weird place. That's pretty arbitrary. Or is it just a weird idea of what forward means? Doop mult. No, that's just cool. All that, and it doesn't even put mobs where I was hoping it would put them. So, I don't know. Oh, forward is a vector, right? So despite the fact that, right, okay, so what we actually want, I guess, is transform.forward times -2 plus, or, so rather, 2, yeah, transform.position, right, transform.position minus 2 times transform.forward. Yeah? Yeah? Not a lot of mult going on here. Maybe I should not do like literal random. There we go. Yeah! Yeah! Alright! All is right in the world. Actually, yeah, let's for the rotation, let's instead do transform, or no, hero, no, yeah, transform, rotation. What it, oh, there's no S in transform, or there is an S in transform, rather. Alright, so, game on. So, yeah. I wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna have a snack. I haven't eaten since earlier today. I don't know if you noticed, I get a little bit punchy when I'm hungry. So, yeah. Almonds. Sliced almonds. Almonds are just cool stuff. They're delicious. They're healthy. They have a nice texture. They have a nice crunch to them. I'm not getting paid by the almond industry to say this. Not $1. Alright. So right. I think I want to, like, kind of idiot-proof the, adding powers. Because, like, I mean, idiot-proof is not the right word. Because, I essentially just want the game to respond appropriately if a user takes an action that can be reasonably interpreted as one of their available actions, one of the actions the user might be most likely to take. So we have, actually I'll finish modifying the hero's attributes. So strength, I'm pretty sure we called mobs strength. Yeah. So 0 for the hero, equals or plus equals hero strength increment. So for speed, mobs hit cooldown 0 times equals hero speed scale, and for range, I guess I didn't have to delete that, but whatever. And for range, mobs range 0. Oh, right. Okay. Times equals hero range inc. However, when we're increasing the stuff for the hero, we're also increasing it for the allies. So let's say we're not increasing it by the same amount though. Allies tend to be about half as powerful as the hero. So let's say plus equals hero strength increment divided by 2. And that's for mob strength 1 for allies. Mobs hit cooldown, same dealio. For mobs hit cooldown, because all the other things are not scaling as much, I'm actually going to scale this one the same. So it will also be multiplied by 0.9. They don't attack as fast to begin with, so they'll never catch up with the hero. They'll always be like twice as slow as the hero, basically. So we don't need to decrease the amount. Yeah, I guess that's why, because it's multiplicative, not additive. So, and then for the range, yeah, it's also, actually I think for range it's not 1/2. It's like I'll like multiply it by 0.75. I think that's roughly the amount. I guess for consistency, I'll, instead of dividing by 2, I'll multiply by 0.5. Alright. Nom nom nom. So then. So very well. We get jacked. Let's pump it up. Yeah. Some beefy heroism right there. Look at that dude. Knocking dudes out of the park. Boom. Boom, I say. Oh yeah, that was one of the other things. I think I want speed and range to both contribute a small amount to the hero's movement speed. So yeah, let's define a value for that too. So oh yeah. I also want range to increase the hero's perception. Perception is the distance used for targeting purposes. If there's no valid targets within the radius of a mob's perception, they just kind of hang out and do nothing. So where is speed? Not fly speed. Oh, I didn't rename it. Well, here goes nothing. Mobs speed. Yay. And now let's look on our other machine as to what those values used to be. 3, 3, and 2. And yeah. So, okay. Now we've touched that back up. Let's add in public flow, hero speed inc equals, what it starts at 3, so let's say 0.1 maybe, because that's a small increment, but it happens, let's say 0.2. It's a relatively small increment, but it happens every time you choose speed or range, so you know, it'll add up. It could add up. And I also don't want the speed to change so dramatically. Actually, I guess I kind of do. But like, we don't want to quadruple the speed or anything ever, because like that's how fast dash goes. Is 4 times speed. So where were we? So speed. So mobs. Hero. Mob speed 0 plus equals hero speed. Oh, that was questionable. Naming. Then also mobs 1, mob speed 1 plus equals hero. I want the hero. The allies move at the same rate as the hero, so that they can keep up when the hero flees. I mean, I could just increase their movement speed while chasing, but like while chasing the hero, but I don't know. I'll revisit it if it seems weird. So yeah, I want that to happen here, and in the range case. Yay! Oh, and perception, that was the other thing. Actually, maybe perception or maybe targeting factors in range. Maybe it's both. I forget. I could look that up. Still need to add radius to the hero and allies attacks. Yay, Mom. Wow. Dude is crushing it. Wow, how high is his auto attack? Just at 0.6, he can knock dudes out of the park. So that's definitely got to change differently. So let's say here strength inc is actually like 0.05. Maybe. Or maybe, I guess it's probably okay to start knocking them out of the park at some point, but that just seems too soon. Also, in general, I feel like their attacks are possibly too weak to begin with, so if anything, I'd want to keep the increment relatively low so that we could bring up the base and not accidentally overpower. Alright, so wow, look at all that strength. Yeah. Knock those dudes. Send those dudes flying. I might want to scale up the allies now that, like, they seemed really powerful when there were like gazillions of them, but now they're actually very few, so yeah, let's put them a lot closer to, instead of putting it at roughly half the strength of the hero, let's put them at roughly 3/4 the strength of the hero. So hit cooldown will be 0.45. their strength is increased. So yeah, maybe that's good. Save that. And then, yeah, because I like those little dudes. I want them to be powerful enough. Huh. Let me see something. Is your range not actually increasing? Did I? Wow, yeah, your range is literally not increasing. And yours is decreasing? What? What have I done? Oh, not times equals, plus equals. Whoops. Yeah, that would explain that. Oh yeah, because it was exactly 1, so it was just times equals. Yeah, I definitely need pseudo-randomness for the power-ups that you get, because I don't know, this is just nutty. That, like, how many times in a row you'll get like the same power without ever getting like some of the other ones. I think I need to crank up perception too, just across the board. Because well, no, maybe I just need to crank up all the perception for everything except for the mobs. Yeah, I'll just crank up. No, I'll just do what I was saying before about increasing perception with when increasing range. So I'll just do it times 2, I guess. So mobs perception 0 plus equals hero range inc times 2 f and perception 1 times 1.5 f. Alright. Man, am I gonna have a lot of fun balancing this someday. Yeah, that's some they're just standing right at the spigot, knocking those dudes out of the park. They don't even have to get close anymore. Oh yeah. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Did get knocked really far. I guess I don't necessarily intend the mobs ever really to idle. I think they're gonna have some objective. I don't know what it's gonna be. I think either they're gonna try and like steal your stuff, like either you're gonna have like a horde of stuff, and they're gonna like creep in and try and steal it, or I don't know. Or else they'll just all swarm at the hero all the time. I mean, I don't think that would literally work. Because if I crank up the perception, if I really crank up the perception, I think the board will just look like a mess. Probably. What? Perceive. Perceive, you nooblets. I don't know why that didn't work. Mobs don't seem to be using perception for some reason. Wait, I cranked up the perception, and now they don't target anymore? What? Is lower perception better perception? No? But 35 is just... Oh, I know why that is. Maybe 16? Is 16 the max? Yeah. Because I have a table for scanning, and it doesn't go higher than 16. So apparently when you go higher than 16, it just stops working. It just gracefully stops working completely. Well, that'd be important in case the hero's perception ever gets that high. So, what next? The time is 6:37. I think I've been streaming for like 5 hours now. And I guess I have no particular inclination to stop. Sorry, I just got distracted in my other computer for a moment. But, yeah, so... Oh yeah, so... Yeah, one thing we could do to help, just get powers on the bar. If the user drags a power and then lets it go in like a quote-unquote invalid location, we can just shift it over to a valid location. Like, not if they drop it in the air. I mean, maybe that's even fine. Maybe for like powers, you don't even have to like specify where they go. Maybe as long as you've like tapped them, then they can just go wherever. And then like the only time you really need to drag them is when you care where they go. I don't know. Let's see how it feels. if we just cover the case of technically invalid locations. So if what was it? Slot power UI at. Slot power UI at. So slot power. So let's say in SI, can we use that? Equals slot pow UI at equals -1 question mark, and if it does equal -1, then it'll be slot pow at, actually no, yeah, in SI equals slot pow UI at while what? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. In SI equals UI at. Right. While slot pow SI not equal -1, SI plus, no, SI equals SI plus 1 modulo 3. I guess I could do slot pow dot length, because that's what it is. Alright. So now if you drop it in a slot that's no good, a slot that's already filled, then it should, I guess it doesn't count. What? Did it put them on top of each other? While slot pow SI not equal -1. I don't get it. I feel like I don't, okay, yeah, no, that I don't get. I guess I can bump this up to 3. Alright, I'm gonna change this up a little bit, because that was hilarious. So SI equals, if slot pow if slot how UI at equals -1. Oh, I'm an idiot. Or a silly person, I guess I should say. What I did was fine, I just forgot to go with it. I kept using UI at when I meant to use SI. For example, here, here, here. Yay. Alright. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, there it goes. So it's over there instead. Alright. So what? So what? Oh yeah, I forgot if I checked that. So if I put bombs on the hero, nope, you don't like that. Oh right, yeah. Yeah. UI at equals 3 question mark. Because if it equals 3, then let's just say 0 instead, and otherwise just use the UI at. Because 3 is if the player tries to, oops, I almost fell over while standing. 3 is this. So if they try and drop it there, just drop it there instead. Yeah. Maybe I should iterate in the other direction. Maybe I should do minus equals. Nah, I don't know. It's probably fine how it is. Alright, so that was one thing, just to make it slightly more convenient. So. Let's do that thing we kept saying we would do with the hero and allies attacks, where they're actually like small blasts. Yeah, that should be simple enough. It's just a matter of taking, like when they swing, it's just a matter of taking a scan range in the area around their target. So what? Where are we? We need to get to the part where that occurs, which is here. So let's so right, we have been going with a fairly straightforward like target-y thingamajig, but instead let's say int array srm equals scan range multi mob index is I, or no, mob index is, excuse me, mob index is at mob's target I, because we want to center it around that dude. We want to, what? We want to choose a no minimum range, or no maximum number of targets to return, no minimum range. And for maximum range, let's say it's like 0.4 times the full range, maybe. That might be a bit high. It might be more to like 0.3. So let's actually put in a scalar there. For R max, yeah. Boo. Right, mobs range, index of mobs type I, times hero. I know it's hero and allies, but I've been naming them all hero. Hero range radius scale. Hero RNG rad SCL. And then lastly, let's use the same value. There's no such thing as mobs. Or hero. Yeah, thank you. Crazy talk. So let's add in hero range rad skill. So hero range, public float hero RNG rad SCL equals I think I said 0.3-ish would be good. So now instead of just doing this for our target, let's do this for all of our targets. So for SCI int SCI equals SI RI equals 0, RI less than SRM dot length, RI plus plus, do that thing, except instead of mobs target I, let's do RI. No, not RI. SRM RI. Right. And then again, SRM RI. Oh, also, right. Mob strength, mob type, SRMRI. Mob strength, mob type, SRMRI. Oh wait, no, those ones can stay I. Yeah, because That has to do not with the mob getting knocked back, but the mob doing the knocking. So the hero or the ally. Yeah. Yep. Alright, let's see if that works. Doop 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 doop. I could probably start closer to the mobs. Yeah. Well, wow. 0.3 had a pretty big effect. Let's tone that down a bit. Sorry, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. So yeah, 0.3 too much. 0.2. That seems better. And if we bump up the range, yeah, now he's catching like multiples of dudes. I mean, scan range was never meant to be used at very small scales like that, but it seems to be working well enough. I mean, if I wanted to, I could do more of like a cleave type of thing where I get scan range multi for an arc. Nah, this is fine. Yeah, just popping some power-ups. Oh yeah. Mobs, the distance at which mobs can like stray away has to do with their perception, I think. So maybe we won't scale up the allies' perception. Maybe because their perception will be like, it'll be as if their perception gets scaled up because they'll continue to follow the hero, and the hero will have more perception. Or greater and greater perception. So yeah. Well, yeah. That's probably fine. So yeah, perception, let's not increase that. Oh yeah, spawn next ally is no longer a thing. Spawn period ally was still getting used. Let's find out. No. Alright. Yeah, what's this unreachable code? Is that where I still have, like, if true? Oh, good. Wonderful. My paradox. Truly unreachable. Truly, truly, truly unreachable. Oh, wait. Oh, you're just saying it was unreachable because I printed it after the break. Oh. Huh. Alright. Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully it'll be unreachable either way. This game needs so much balance. So much balance. Which is funny, coming from a guy who sometimes literally falls over while standing still. Yeah. So. Yeah, so, what's that about? Oh yeah, that was a thing that we didn't end up needing. It's always funny reaching the conclusion of like what you in the near term had set out to do. I don't know, for me, it takes me a minute to regain the regain that sense of like purpose, or like, you know, the sense of specific intent. I guess I could put in the cooldowns, because that's meaningful. So yeah, I should also decide, like, for bombs, I think we want a cooldown of like actually, before I do that, I'm gonna change the hit cooldown to not be like, because now that we hit multiple targets, it can start closer to like 1 and like 1.3. Because yeah, it gets pretty out of control pretty fast. Oh yeah, I also said that we can start less far away. Wow. Look at you hitting all those dudes right up front. Oh, did I? I probably didn't. I probably forgot to change the, hero range reskin. Start at 0.2. Should we go lower than 0.2? Nah, 0.2 seems good. Good enough for me. So I need a tally of how many times I say so. And let's see. So let's see. So, if I had a soundboard, those would all be on that. Oops. Cooldowns, right? So it's reflexive. It's not like I intend to do these things. So I'm sorry. Okay. So it's a crutch. I literally can't process brain happening without it. So if slot pow UI pressed is greater than or equal to 0, and oh yeah, we need cooldowns. So I mean, like, we need to keep track of the time for our cooldowns. So pow speed. I'm gonna say float. Hooray! Pow time. Nah. I'm actually gonna call it pow cooldown remaining. Pow cooldown remaining equals float mood float 3. And yeah, so right, speed is actually cooldown, although we're calling it speed. I don't feel like changing that. Oh right, and then I never finished my thought. And pow cooldown remaining of what? Of pow type pow slot, or pow type pow slot pow UI pressed. If that is less than or equal to 0. And then let's also say, what? Enough close brackets, there you go. And then we'll set that to be true, and then we'll also set equal to I lied. Did I lie? Yeah, I lied. It's actually not going to be like that at all. It's going to be like it's just going to be pow time. So then pow time pow. Oh, this didn't get updated because it wasn't a complete statement. Pow time. That one did. So that's good. So if pow time is less than time dot time, and then pow time equals time dot, or time dot fixed time, I guess, because I always use it. Time dot fixed time plus pow speed also of this index. Cool. And now we just have to set the cooldowns appropriately. I mean, eventually we'll need the buttons to give some indication of when the ability is ready versus when it's not. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't necessarily know how I want to do that yet. So yeah, for now let's just set the cooldowns. And I might call it a night after that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Power speed, so bombs, let's start that with a cooldown of 1, I guess. Let's start it with a cooldown of 2. Let's start this with a cooldown of, I don't know how I'm going to balance this game. I have no clue. Start this with a cooldown of 10. No, let's start with a cooldown of like 7. And let's start this with a cooldown of like, I still don't know what power 3 does, so 25, sure. Actually, yeah, let's say 7, let's say 2, 10, and 45 instead. Start high. So, alright, I'm going to save that, and nom nom nom. I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of feel like making more progress, but I also kind of feel like taking a break, so it's weird with streaming, because, like, maybe I should just get in the habit of taking shifts, because, like, I kind of do, like, a marathon stretch, or, like, a super long stretch, and then, like, I feel kind of burnt, like, by like, hour 5, and then I just start, like, getting cranky and sloppy, and, like, so maybe I should just get better about, I don't know what. Maybe I should just, like, start keeping multiple shifts during the day. Maybe I should figure out better how to, yeah, I mean, I can't really think of a way to accomplish, I can't really think of a way to improve the schedule dramatically without, no, I guess I don't know what the perfect schedule is like. I'll have to think about that. So, yeah, what am I doing? Cooldowns are pretty easy, huh? Seemed easy enough. Dash. Can't spam it anymore. Yeah, you definitely start with way too much oomph. Mob strength. You can start at 0.1. You can start at 0.5 or 0.75. 0.1. Oh, you said 0.075. 0.75 would be a bit much. That's low. It's probably too low. So 0.2, 0.12 seems alright. Point. So what, like 0.9? I guess would be the other one. 0.12 and 0.09. Yeah. Maybe I will go with the approach where the mob's objective is not the hero, but like some precious supply of like precious, I don't know what, Cheez-Its comes to mind. That's the name brand. Cheese crackers. You have a precious supply of cheese crackers, and all the mobs are trying to steal your cheese crackers. And whenever you knock them, you don't have to knock a mob out of the map. You just have to knock it away, because it'll drop the cheese nip. When you it'll drop the cheese cracker when you knock it away, and then it'll go back and try and collect the cheese cracker again. In this analogy, though, the cheese cracker is actually garbage, and you're basically just shooing the poor confused shooing the poor confused creature away from something that is actually potentially harmful to the creature, because you don't want the little birds eating garbage. And then I don't know, apparently there's also some solution whereby the birds get properly nourished elsewhere. Maybe it's the pollution that makes them crave garbage. And when you've defeated the pollution, they fly away happily. So maybe the indicator of their their freedom from pollution turns them like, I was gonna say blue, but I don't know. Maybe blue. Maybe like purple. Because like green to purple is a more noticeable change than just green to blue. So like, what does that mean? Green to blue, or green to purple. Yeah, it's kind of like a complete flop, because I'm pretty sure it means... Wait, what is purple in light? Is it red and blue? No, it's red and blue in pigment. So what is it in purple is... Yeah, purple is like the absence of green, right? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, so red and blue. Yeah. So you make them purple. So that's good. It might look like you're bruising them